Hey guys, Lord Arcanum Ross here, and today I'll be showing you how to make these cool Toxic Swamp objective markers using all this clutter. Now, specifically you'll need a base. It doesn't really matter what size, so long as it's big enough for the treasure token. A treasure token, I'm using Azurite Ruins chests, super glue, decoration for the base, Mephiston Red, which is optional, Lead Belcher, Nurgle's Rot, Screaming Skull, Retributor Armor, Sterling Mud, Seraphim Sepia, and some grass tufts. I would suggest having a texture tool and a lot of different brush sizes. If you want to replicate exactly what I do in this video and get some really cool effects, which I recommend, also grab a power tool such as a Dremel. Step 1. What we'll be doing here is using the Dremel to create a cut from the bottom corner of the chest to the top corner, so it's like sinking in a pool. Alright guys, now we've dremeled the chest, and it's pretty good. Don't be worried if there's little bits that you can see under, because we'll fix that later in a step. But for now, we're going to use super glue to connect these two pieces. After that, glue down any base decoration pieces you have in the same way. Now once that's dry, paint the chest and any base decoration as you see fit. I'll be using most of the colours that we talked about earlier. Now that you've finished painting everything on the base, we'll move on to using Sterling Mud. Remember, keep this as very far away from the chest, because that'll be sinking in a toxic sludge pool, and we cannot have any texture in that pool. So give a good radius and only do a tiny bit. This one we'll be doing in real time, and definitely use the smaller end of a texture tool for this. So just do a tiny little bit, because most of this space is the toxic sludge pool. If you're not having it sinking in a large sludge pool, just leave it away from where those pools will be. Just go in a little bit there. So that's pretty much all of the Sterling Mud that I'll be doing on the space. Now what we're doing is painting the rest of the top of the base using Caliban Green. So, use a more detailed brush here, and then just go over anywhere that doesn't have something on it. This is the base for the toxic sludge color, because Nurgle's Rot is partially transparent. And feel free, if you want to paint little splashes up the sides of the treasure. So you can see here I've painted some edges of the chest with Caliban green, and I will put Nurgle's Rot there, because remember, this is sinking. Now, paint over any areas of Caliban green with Nurgle's Rot. Remember to go over any gaps that we discussed earlier.
Now that you've done all the Nurgle's Rot, you can go in with the final colour. You can see, however, that I have added a couple of small details, such as this transfer, which specifically is an Evocator or Knight Incantor or Lord Arcanum Stormcast Eternal's transfer that's lost a tip and been put at an angle. Now, the final step is to dry brush the Stirland Mud using Screaming Skull. Once that's complete, so is your objective token. I have two corresponding in red and blue, and they look really cool, as you can see. Enjoy painting these yourself, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.